Hi guys, we're going to take you through a little stretch video today. When I mean we, I mean I, because Cobys behind the camera. So we're going to take you through 3 ball releases. You can use a spiky ball if you want to. If you've only got a roller at home, I'm sure you can make that work as well. If your kids have a handball, that's going to work. Whatever you've got around you just to get into that soft tissue. Then we're going to do 3 mobility exercises and 3 stretches. So nice and simple. You can get plenty of information everywhere, but my body's particularly sore after doing a double leg session and double arms yesterday. So hopefully you're feeling like that too and need a little stretch. So to start off with, I'm going to use the ball up my back. So I'm just going to ease into it. I'm going to pop it down one side of my spine, start down the bottom, and just start moving up and around and find a spot that is a little bit more uncomfortable, and then roll through that. But because it's a ball, I'm going to be offset. It's going to be nice and deep, unlike a roller. And I'm just going to let it travel up and down my back. It's usually up the top of my traps that I feel like I get nice and tight. And when you find that spot, or even up around my rotator, then just stay there and let that release out. If you have a roller and wanted to jump on this beforehand, that is also good because it'll get your whole back open. So starting at the bottom again, go up like that, and working my way down. Nice work, and I found a little spot, so I'm just going to stay there. You'll usually find something, and just move around in that, just tiny little movements to find that release. All right, now I'm going to use the ball. I love getting into my TFL to release my glute meads and also down through my quads at the moment. They're my favorite things to do with the ball. So to get into that section, first of all, you want to find your pelvic bone, which is going to travel down the top of that, and then pop the ball beside it. Once you've found that spot, jump on the side of the ball, and you're going to put your whole weight on it. Now when you find the spot, you will know, because you're going to get a little shooting sensation that goes down the side of your leg. Once you get there, you can see I'm just doing little movements, and it's going to release. I can feel it shooting down my leg, and it's going to release my glute med, and also it does tend to release a little bit through my quad. If you want to increase that, you can put your leg through a bit of a range of motion. And then I'm going to roll over and do the same leg in my quad. I usually like to start at my IT bend and then work my way down. Nice. Once you've done that, get your ball, and you can do the other side as well. Finding that spot. Lay on the side once you've got it. You can feel it. And then taking it through some small movements. This one seems a lot tighter. Pain is just a little bit higher, but still bearable. You don't want it to be painful. Just want to know it's there. Once again, take the ball round. IT bend. And then down the foot. If you find a little spot in here, make sure you stop and concentrate on that spot. All right, so we've done that. We're going to go through a little bit of mobility. For me, I'm quite tight through my hip flexors, my glutes, my hammies, and my quads at the moment. So I'm going to start off with the world's greatest stretch, which if you're in the gym with us, you know that I love. So plank position, right leg forward. If you're on a mat, I always chuck it on the outside of the mat. Bring your left arm forward a little bit and reach through. Reach through that shoulder. Make sure your hip flexor is allowed to push out, so your knees opening up so you feel a nice stretch through your adductor. And reaching out. This is nice through my pectoral as well. Nice and sore from doing arms last night. Nice work. Once you've done 5 on that side, walk out and do 5 on the other. So left leg down, right hand further out, reaching through, coming around. I've only done 5 on each side. You can make sure you run through this 2 or 3 times if you want to. Now I'm going to do my downward dog. So I'm going to push the ground like I'm pushing the weight around, away, heels back and down, and hold here. Now we're going to roll those shoulders back and down, hips down, and looking up. Make sure you're constantly loading the muscle. You want to be not letting your neck go up. So your shoulders are up high, back and down, looking up to the ceiling, pushing those hips down to the ground. And pushing the ground away again, nice flat back, flat heels to the ground. And back and down. So you notice that I'm holding it a little bit more than what we do in a normal stretch. This is an actual stretch for you. So maintaining the position for longer amounts of time. We're going to do one more. One more. Nice work. Last one I'm going to do is I'm going to let my shoulder blades roll back and down. So I'm going to come to a plank position and I'm going to let my shoulder blades roll and touch and hold. And pushing away and holding with my back open. Roll those shoulder blades down and back and hold. And pushing my back open. Back and hold. And pushing that back open. Back and hold. It's the last one. And pushing that back open. Nice work. So that's my 3 mobility things for today. Now we're going to just get in and do some stretches. So let's start off. Actually, let's start off in a pigeon. So bring that right leg forward, point your toe, make sure your toes pointed down the back, big stretch forward, and forehead to the ground. And you kind of want to hold in this position for about 30 seconds, 30 seconds to even a minute. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that. Coming on up, we're going to swap legs. Point your toe again. Big stretch forward. So I'm going to swap and do one more on each leg. Once again, if you're watching this video, you can pause, put your timer on, and hold these positions for 1 minute. Really push that hip back and down, point the toe at the back, and big stretch forward. You really want this position to feel uncomfortable. We're going to swap over again. You should be feeling a little bit more release now. My left leg is always a lot tighter than my right. It's always slightly more uncomfortable. This is okay. Uncomfortable is okay. Pick your time. Make sure your breathing is controlled and calm. Big breath in, big breath out, and allow your muscles to relax. Nice work. Right, we're going to come up. We're going to go to a T to allow our back to rotate and also release through my pectorals, which are very sore at the moment. And we're going to hold in this position. So you'll see that we usually do these as warm-up stretches and go a lot faster. Now we're going to hold. So you're going to drop your neck down and have a relax. Make sure you're pushing against the ground. Really let that leg open. Let your hip flexor open up. And then add that second arm in. Once again, it's not totally comfortable, but you're going to feel great afterwards. I would hold this one for around 45 seconds normally. Rotate round and do the other side. Nice work, guys. So roll through each of those. Make sure you do it a few times. So maybe twice on each side for 1 minute each. And if you really want to enjoy the stretch, you just roll through it a second time, all of those reps and sets. But I'll put that on the video. Last one I'm going to do is for my glutes. So I'm going to put my leg over my foot, hold at the back, pull it in nice and tight, and hold. You want to be feeling this stretch all through your glutes and even slightly into that hamstring. Get comfortable with this one. Pop your hand through your leg, pop it under, get a good release. Make sure your back's nice and flat on the ground. We can all get into a habit of really relaxing that back and letting it really pop up. Once again, I'd hold for anywhere between 40 seconds and 1 minute. And swapping over legs. This one is my tight leg, but I know that I have a weakness through my hamstring, so it's just always a little bit tighter if it hasn't been trained specifically. So it doesn't look like much, but if you're in this stretch, you're probably understanding what I'm feeling right now. The tighter you pull your leg in, the deeper the stretch. Nice work, guys. So I'll put all the times to hold that before the video starts. But just to finish off, if you followed through all of those movements, just come through and finish off in the child's pose. So knees out wide, toes together if you can, and then allow yourself to push down onto your hip flexors, push the ground away, and pop your head down to the ground. Keep pushing back and try and get that real nice low position, then relax your breath so all your body falls down. Walk your hands back up, knees together, and then just do that upper body flow. So take a deep breath in, chin to chest, shoulders back and down, open up wide, big breath in. Attach your hands, shoulders back and down, then pulling up nice and high. I'm going to do that again using my breath. Nice work, guys. So that's my basic 3x3. I'll put all the times below. I'll get better at these videos every time I do them, but we'd love to keep sharing all of our knowledge with you so you can do them at home. Have a nice stretch tonight, guys.